We'll start with our warm-up of marching. All right, I will warn you that over the weekend I had 2 simultaneous Charlie horses in my calf. So a little tender still. I think we should be fine. But if I have a little bit less of range of motion, that is why. Never happened to me before. That was crazy. All right, so just a bit. Get started with our first thing of cardio. Just going to be doing those side shuffles, all right, to start. 15 seconds, we'll get going with those. Did have calf raises on here. I was like, I'm gonna do this thing. All right, let's get going with those lateral runs. So get nice and low, and we're just gonna shuffle side to side. We'll get faster as we go on. Awesome. Go ahead and march. Next up are those windmills. All right, and here we go. Awesome job. All righty. All right, first thing for lower body strengthening we're going to do those hamstring curls. Focusing on one leg at a time. Start with the right one. Can hold on to something for balance, and we're just going to kick up our heel towards our glute. All right. So that's all we're going to do. 30 seconds, curling your leg. Really make sure your hamstring's doing all the work here. Seconds. Should be feeling a little bit burned in the other hip. Awesome. Let's go ahead and march. Nice high knees. All right, we'll do the other leg. Same thing. Curling your heel up to your glute. Hamstring is doing all the work. Not really letting that leg that's moving drop at all. Oh, all right. All right, next, lower body strengthening. Another two-parter. We're going to start with the right leg. We're going to do those RDLs. Definitely hold on to something for this one. 30 seconds each leg. You're going to keep your leg in line with your spine. What we're going to do Straight leg all the way down. You should really be feeling it in your hamstring. And we'll be here for 30 seconds. And that leg doesn't drop at all. Awesome job. All right, we'll march and then we'll do the other leg during this quick break. Let's go and get ready for the left leg. Left leg's moving. Here we go. Do one more. Amazing. Let's go ahead and march it back out. And we're back to our cardio. So remember, lateral runs, lateral shuffles first. All right, going a little bit faster. Get a nice mini squat. We'll shuffle side to side. Try not fall over. Awesome job. Let's march. Windmills are up next. Okay, here we go. Touching opposite hand to opposite foot, seesawing back and forth. Perfect. All right. Okay, continuing with lower body strengthening. Next one we're going to do is a wall sit. So if you don't have a wall that you can sit on, just go ahead and hold a squat. I'm going to go ahead and do this for 45 seconds. I know we can do it, so let's go ahead and get into positions. Sit carefully, slide on down. Make sure legs are at that 90-degree angle. And we'll hold. Really feel this one in the quads. If it's a little hard, you can take a step out. If you really need a break, you can come out of it, rest, but just make sure you're coming right back in. All right, for the last 15 seconds, let's get a little bit lower if you can. All right, great job. Go ahead and slowly and carefully come out of it and we'll march. All right, we've got one more lower body exercise to do. And these are going to be curtsy lunges. So 30 seconds each. We'll take a break in between. I'll show you what this one looks like. Keep on marching, just adjusting my camera. All right. So this one, you're going to go behind, come down, back up. All right. It's kind of like curtsy. So we're sticking with one side, 30 seconds. So let's march. The other side coming up. Keep on marching. Just want to make sure nobody's writing me any messages. All right, we're all good. All right, keep on marching. Okay, so do the same thing. Other side, come down, back up. Last thing for lower body. We're moving on the core next. Amazing job. All right, go ahead and march. Gonna do another round of cardio. 2 things of core to do, nothing too crazy. When lateral runs first. Hands all over the place today. So side to side shuffle. Amazing. Let's march. Windmills are up next. Okay, windmills, a little bit quicker. Alrighty, okay, core. So for today's core, we are going to go ahead and be at a high plank position at our desk. And first one's up, 45 seconds. We're going to do what I call Spider-Man planks. I'll show you what it looks like. If you have a really strong core, you can go ahead and do this on the ground too if you'd like, up to you. Admittedly, I do not have a super strong core, so I do it right here. But so this one, high plank angle, and we're gonna act like we're climbing up a wall, all right? Really make sure your core is engaged. Again, we're doing 45 seconds of this one. We got 30 seconds left. All right, really good job. Let's go ahead and march it out. Got one more core exercise to do. It is a two-parter. And these are called bird dogs. I don't know why they call them that. They're really good. Okay. So again, we're going to be at our desk, high plank position. Go ahead and get that one set up. So again, nice and tight core. And we're going to come in, extend out, focusing on one side, 30 seconds. Leg never drops. Awesome job. All right, let's go ahead and march. Quick break, 30 seconds. And we'll finish up the core with the other side. All right. Other side, same thing. Great job. All righty. Let's go ahead and march. We are back to cardio. We're going to do a little bit of upper body. All right. So remember, lateral runs are first. This should be your fastest lateral run yet. Okay, don't go crazy. Don't like go flying around the room. Just like really get your heart rate up with this one, okay? It's only 30 seconds. Here we go. Nice and low, shuffle back and forth. All right. Good job. We still have windmills next, and then we'll get into our upper body stuff. Again, super quick. Let's not sacrifice technique though for quickness, right? Here we go with our windmills. All righty. Woo, good job. Upper body. So today we're doing our I's, T's, and Y's. Those are arm pulses in the shape of I, T, and Y. I think we'll have enough for 2 rounds. But we will go ahead and get going with I's. So that's palms facing the back of the room, arms right by your sides, okay? So let's go ahead and get going. So I'm back in the room, and there's gonna be no breaks in between these. So it's gonna be a minute and a half on. We'll take a break and then do another minute and a half on, all right? For this one, make sure your shoulder blades are squeezing together as you're pulsing back. All right, so come up to a T. You can either have arms facing forward, arms facing back, up to you. 30 seconds. All right, Y, hands up, pulse back. This one's not going to be as big of a movement. Can't really get behind my head. That's all right. We're still working those delts. Got 10 more seconds. Keep strong. Amazing. Go ahead and drop. Gonna go ahead and march for 30 seconds. We are going to do another round of those, and we're going to add a half pulse. Okay. Right, TP's ready. One more rounds. So here we go. Pulse and back, half pulse before you come all the way back down, all right? Half pulse, back down. All right, 10 more seconds before we move on to T's. Amazing. All right, T's. Again, add that half pulse. Awesome. Y's, last thing. It's always hurt at the end. Half pulse, remember. Amazing. Go ahead and drop, and we'll march. All right, we got one more thing to do for strengthening, and then we're gonna stretch it out. So this one's only 30 seconds, super quick. If you don't feel comfortable crawling on the ground, you can just go ahead and do wall push-ups. That's fine. 30 seconds. What we're going to do, crawl to a high plank, crawl back to standing. All right, so go ahead and join me. Crawl, high plank, back, standing. Halfway done. All right, really good job. Let's go ahead and start to slow it down. We're going to do one last round of cardio, and then we're going to get into a little bit of stretching. All right. So this round of cardio, we're going to take everything a lot slower. We're going to deep breathe throughout the whole thing. Our heart rate's down back to normal. All right, so we'll start with that lateral run. You can just take side steps or just do a tiny little hop in the middle, up to you. Make sure we're deep breathing though. All All right, let's go ahead and march. And we'll finish up with our windmills. And taking everything a lot slower. All right, here we go. $15 seconds. All right, amazing job, everyone. Let's go ahead and stretch it out. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a nice front fold to start. Okay, so go ahead, slowly hinge forward. You can grab your ankles if you can, grab your shins, just avoid the joints, like don't grab right at your knees. And we're just going to hold. All right, now you can go ahead and let your arms hang and your head hang. Should really be feeling this in the hamstrings and the lower back. And go ahead and grab your elbows, opposite elbows. We'll shake our head around. All right, and let's slowly come on up to standing. All right, rest of the exercises we're going to be in our chair. So go ahead and have a seat. And we're going to start with a sitting cat-cow. So you're going to round our back. Chin goes to our chest. And you're going to arch your back. Head goes up to the ceiling. And we'll round our back. Arch your back. Chin to the ceiling. We'll do it again. Round that back. Arch, chin up. We'll do it one more time, okay? Round. And arch. Awesome job. Okay, so last exercise or last stretch that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a simple cross shoulder stretch, all right? So you can either wrap your arm around or you can have it straight. I think I'm gonna wrap it around today. Hold it for 30 seconds. And then make sure you're opening up back here, okay, like really pulling, but don't hurt yourself. No pain during these stretches. All right, we'll open up. Finish it up with the other side. All right, and you can let that